Assalamu alaikum, children. So we are continuing the same lesson we stopped in Monday, right? That is the present perfect tense. So I taught you all how to write present perfect tense. That is the form. You put the subject first, then according to the subject, singular or plural, you put has or have, then the past participle of the verb, right? So moving on, I taught you all four different ways the present perfect tense can be sentence can be changed, right? That is, the first one is affirmative means the usual way you write the present perfect tense, no change, right? When you use present perfect tense in a sentence, the usual way the sentence is, that is what you call affirmative, no changes, you don't make any changes to the sentence. The next one is negative, right? That is, you add the word not, then the question, you change the words, the place of the words where has or have will come at the beginning, then the subject, then the verb. So negative question means you add the word not to the question form, that's all, right? So what is present perfect tense? This also I taught you all that day. When you want to talk about an action or event in the past that is connected to the present, right? That is what you call, if someone asks you what is present perfect tense, that's what you need to remember. Any action or event that is in the past but is connected to the present, right? Now today we are going to see what are the different uses, that means the instances, the situations where we use present perfect tense. The very first and the most important one you need to remember is the first one, the first point, right? An action that began in the past and continues in the present. For example, my cousin has taught in this school for 10 years. So, just imagine an action that started in the past. Your cousin teaching in that school started before 10 years, maybe in 2011. Now it's 2021. So still she started that in the past, that action started in the past, but up to the present, up to today, it's still continuing. She's still teaching in the same school up to today, right? Similarly, we have lived in Panandura for 5 years. So you living in Panandura started before 5 years in the past. But after 5 years also, it's still continuing up to the present. That is what you always need to remember about present perfect tense. That is very important, right? So the sub uses or the less important situations where we use this present perfect tense are when you want to talk about any repeated actions. That is the first one. Example, we have visited Colombo many times. So repeated action. So once every, like this week, no, from last year, maybe you are visiting Colombo many times, so there you are saying, you are repeating that action again and again. Even in the present you are repeating that action. We have watched this movie several times. We have visited Colombo a lot of times, right? Repeated actions, there you use present perfect tense. And the next one is an action performed during a period that is not yet over. Example, she had, see the second sentence, right? She had been to the library twice this week. So you're when you want to talk about an action that is happening during a time period that is not yet over. So just imagine from Monday. Now let's take this week. This week starts from Monday and finishes at Sunday, right? So this week you're informing someone that you have visited the library twice, 2 times. So when you want to talk about that action, because this week is not yet over, we did not reach Sunday yet, right? This week is not over, we did not reach Sunday yet, we are still in Friday, right? So there you use the present perfect tense because this week, this period is not yet over, right? So those are the sub uses, the less important situations where we use present perfect tense. But the first point is the main one and the important situation which you need to remember always. Now let's see some examples, right? First of all, this one, the first 20 examples, right? There, all those present perfect tense verbs are highlighted in the sentence. So I'll read it out. We have played football on the ground. He has written a letter to her friend. So there you can see, according to the subject, have and has, it is changed. First sentence, we is a plural subject. So they have put have. The second sentence, he, it is singular subject. So has written. Then you need to remember, as I always said to you, the past participle of all the verbs. Written is the past participle of the verb write. Played is the past participle of the verb play. Right? So similarly we have the other sentences. They have worked in the field. She has sung a song in the classroom. I have planted some plants in my garden. I have woken early in the morning. Harry has brushed her teeth. My mom has cooked food. There they have mistakenly highlighted the wrong words, right? My mom has cooked. Has cooked is the present perfect tense verb. They have gone home. He has drunk water. He has eaten food at my restaurant. They have gone to Canada. I have learned all the sentences. The 13th sentence, you can see, I said you, if the subject is I or you need to always use the plural one, have. Right? Next sentence, she has bought a new car. We have worn a new cloth. I have gone to the classroom. We have watched a new horror movie. I have learned the French language. They have written a comic book. I have understood all the equations, right? So similarly, here I have another 10 sentences, right, of present perfect tense. I have been in London for 2 weeks. So in this, they have highlighted in black color the present perfect tense verb. The movie saw haven't gotten the Oscar prize. So gotten is the past participle of the verb got. Have you ever lived here, or have you lived here all your life? That is the question form. As I told you at the beginning, right, on Monday, the question form of present perfect tense. First you put has or have, then the subject, then the verb. Have you lived here all your life? My father has just gone to bed. We have lived in this house since 2015. I have already ironed the shirts. We have stayed in the pool since at 9 o'clock. Mark has studied 2 foreign languages. We have visited Florida several times. Have you ever broken an arm? So that's all, right? Though these are the example sentences, right? Now, I want you all to focus on some worksheets here, right? So here this worksheet 1. Here, let's take the first one. They have given the has or have, only the verb must be changed. You know, verb in present perfect tense, the verbs are always in past participle. So let's take the first question. The boy has just blank lunch. Eat is the verb. So the past participle of the verb eat is eaten. Similarly, second one, the programmers have finished designing the game. The past participle of finish is finished. Third one, Joy has painted the room, right? So there you have to see paint, right? Paint, past participle is painted. So similarly, you have some more exercises here, right? The sheet, the whole sheet is given here, the worksheet. You just need to write the answers only, right? Put the question and write the answer, question number, and write the answers only. Now moving on to the next one. Here you need to, here you need to write the answers again. So the first one, I blank not work today. So there, how can you change that to present perfect? I have, so the word not is there, so you need to include that. I have not worked. The past participle of the verb work is worked. So I have not worked today. Second one, we have bought a new lamp. The past participle for buy is bought, right? Similarly, you are supposed to do the third one, fifth one, sixth one, and eighth one only. You are supposed to do first, second, third, fifth, sixth, and eighth. Okay, so that's all about your present perfect tense sentence. The lesson, right? That's all for today.